And that's a high five, by the way.
I'm giving it back to you. Boom. Just high five through space and time.
Where are you going? Autumn, come back!
I'm seeing the world, loser!
What the hell? Where did I walk to? Huh. What am I supposed to do in San Diego? San Diego, home to 1.38 million San Diegans, but for the final weekend in July, finds itself home to an additional 130,000 plus con-goers, bedecked in gorgeously designed regalia of their own chosen tribes, whether that be of the superhero variety, the star variety, the anime variety, or something a little bit more niche and specific.
Oh my god, a Skek's keys.
But what was I, a beautiful babe who just found herself here after an accidental overly long walk, to do? I mean, obviously I wanted to join in on the festivities, but without a genie or fairy godmother or nefarious monkey paw, how was I supposed to achieve that goal? I had to clear my head, prepare a game plan, first order of business on the menu, find a place to stay. A task that, surprisingly, turned out to be quite simple, despite it being San Diego's biggest tourism boon of the year. I found a hotel, walked into the lobby, checked in, totally legally. I gave them a dazzling smile. They gave me a room key. There's no reason for you to question that. Don't look at the... Hey, don't look at the security camera footage. Oh my god, guys! Delaney Hale, she's all over there! Whoa, look over there! And she's gone. Okay. Anyway, you didn't miss anything over here. Just me getting into my room with the key the hotel totally gave me. Now, as I conversed with the locals about nabbing myself a little Comic-Con pass, all I heard was, "There's no way you're getting a pass this late in the game. It's impossible." But as a wise man once said, only the impossible can do the impossible. If this year has taught me anything, it's that at any given moment, all the tides of the universe can suddenly turn in the favor of your direction. And that continued to be true here today. Ask, and ye shall receive. With a room and a pass acquired, it was time to plunge myself into the whirlpool of fun-time fanatics and become what I always knew that I was inside. A Conwoman. Now, I'd heard tales that some certain fanged fiends were going to be in attendance at this convention. And as I stepped foot into the exhibition hall, I sought for any trace of my beloved vampires that I could find. But all my senses were immediately overwhelmed by images of Demon Slayer, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Lego Spider-Man, P5000 Power Loaders, Bikini Bottom, Charizard, One Piece. Look at all that dice. Holy shit, is that Swan Princess? No fucking way! Swan Princess? Excuse me while I plummet to the seventh circle of nostalgia and revisit one of the most iconic lines in children's movie history.
Is beauty all that matters to you?
What else is there?
You should write a book. How to offend women in 5 syllables or less.
Got him!
Everywhere I looked, there were new sights and smells to behold. But as fascinated as I was by all the characters and artists surrounding me, they weren't what I was looking for. I searched and searched the convention center for any signs of the undead. I even managed to find their coven dwelling, but alas, no one was home. I scurried through the crowd of the costumed folk until I caught a whiff on the wind. Here, there be vampires, baby. I caught their scent, I followed their trail until we found ourselves at the end of the line. A line almost as long as a list of people who've banged your dad. Boom! Your dad joke. Bet you weren't expecting that, were you? Why limit parental jokes to your mama, okay? Your dad, he's right there. He's right there. Because I just got done banging him. Boom! Got him! But what was the purpose of this line, you ask? Well, I was asking myself the same thing. As I waited in the coastal California heat, the bay breeze on my backside, I heard talk. I caught whispers. Creatures of the night. I had done it, folks. On my very first day here, I'd already accomplished my mission. I was gonna see my vampires. The line trudged forward. We headed inside. I found a seat. I sat down and... this is embarrassing. It was the wrong vampires.
I keep my voice down because Guillermo is in the next room. I keep talking to his pillows.
Who knew that there were other vampires in the world? Crazy.
You're dead and out of this world.
Tired and hungry, I walked myself back to my home base to get a restful night of sleep and try again tomorrow. Unfortunately, the hotel accidentally double booked my hotel room. I don't know how that happened at all. Being the reasonable person that I am, though, I ceded the room to the new occupants since they booked it further in advance than I did. I am an angel. I am a saint. You don't need to say it. I know it. I did a quick change on the balcony, definitely not to disguise myself as I exited the hotel, and set out with a new mission in mind. I needed to find new lodging. Fortunately, I got to meet up with a lovely little gal who gave me a hot tip about a great new place to check out. And it was right by your restaurant, too. I mean, how neat is that? Surprising amount of yelling coming from that corner, I have to say. I don't know if it was someone's birthday or maybe another convention for horny prosthetists, because I just kept hearing someone shout, "Hands! I need fucking hands!" I don't know. No matter. I was led inside my possible new home by friendly staff, although I have to say I was quite shocked at the sheer number of other prospective temporary tenants also in attendance. I kind of thought this would be more of like a they show me a room and I get it type of deal, but like, whatever, I'm down for a party. The available rooms were apparently only accessible via elevator, so down we descended to see what their offerings were, and, 'Cause, 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 have to give it to them. They did have a nice sort of LA spooky chic kind of vibe going on, but honestly, to my palate, it was a little bit lacking in ivory colored porcelain, but whatever, that can be forgiven. On with the tour! Apparently they were undergoing renovations, so that didn't work out.
Sorry about all that. Sorry, guys.
But hey, at least they treated us on our way out with a drink that I'm not entirely sure wasn't just frozen blood. Maybe they were trying to attract a vampire or two of their own. With that tip having gone quite literally to hell, I thought I'd test my luck out on the high seas.
iPad, thank you. Here we go. Oh my god. Biggest wedgie.
Pretty incredible, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to stay here? Just look at me. I'm positively mesmerized. Yes, this shall be my new resting place, I thought. But the friggin' pirates threatened to make me walk the plank, aka go in the dunk tank if I didn't leave. So, I commandeered their T-Rex and Jurassic Park my way out of there, with minimal casualties. Dejected and with no place to go, I sought the comforts of familiarity and nostalgia, seeking to revisit the simpler times of when I was in elementary school. But school, much like life, must eventually come to an end. And I, like a moth to the flame, was drawn out in the long hours of the night by the sight of lights in the sky.
Wow. Okay, I gotta go there. What the fuck is that?
I followed the lights, the drone show, and the glittering fireworks until I found myself again at the bay, being delighted by not only the sparkling explosions in the sky, but the sounds of One Piece on the wind. A wind that caught me in its arms, pushed me back to the city, and carried me up to the rooftop of the Hard Rock Hotel to partake in a, what do you call them? A party? A party? To my chagrin, there were no vampires here, but there were dancing robots. I have to admit, it was pretty bitchin', okay? You ever see a tronified Optimus Prime square up to a guy for a dance-off? No? You should. That's bitchin'. To the 11th degree. After getting my freak on with a couple of autumn bots, it was time to bid my friends adieu and happy huntings and end the night. In all my wandering, I had fortunately found a new place for me to stay. I didn't realize it would be this easy to get in here. Walk with confidence anywhere, and no one will question it. Turns out, security is a little bit more on their game than I expected, so I ended up staying in the only open place that I could find. The Ferris wheel. Upon which I met some lovely folks the next morning and only borrowed $50 from each of their wallets instead of my normal clean sweep. And hey, they even helped me find new lodging at a place literally called The Lodge. Together we visited a lovely perfumery.
Essence of dysentery.
We hit up the slot machines in Tulsa. We got some sweet new weed. Oh, yeah. Hey, we even hit up a local theater. Isn't that fun? Dying. But suddenly, as we explored the lower intestines of SpongeBob SquarePants,
This is what SpongeBob's insides look like.
I felt a call on the wind. My spine stiffened, my legs began to shake, my hair raised 3 inches off of my scalp, and most alarmingly, my skirt promptly flew off my body. I mean, imagine my embarrassment, standing in front of the evangelist, autumn bottom out for the world to see. This feeling could not be mistaken for anything else. My vampires were near. I raced away, bidding my new friends farewell with the remainder of their cash that they definitely gave to me of their own accord, and found my way to Ballroom 20 to await the beauty, the excitement, the drama, the... Holy shit, is that Rebecca Ferguson? Oh my god, Steve Kazan too, wow. And Common? Dude, what the hell is this show? I gotta watch it. What the hell is this show? But then, the Silo crew made their way off the stage. And it happened.
Get it out now, just do the "We love you."
We love you! I done it, folks. I did it. After all of my turmoil and varying degrees of undress, I finally found what I was looking for. The interview with the vampire Fang Gang.
What movie do you experience the same way when you're 20, or when you're 30, or when you're 60? Hopefully we made something that you could revisit over and over again and feel differently about it every single time.
But of course, they didn't just gab while they were there. No, that would be basic. That would be blasé. That would be boring. And they were anything but. No, they gave us some fun little bloops.
That's it. Sorry.
And of course, a little sneak peek to France's greatest gift to America. That's right, Lady Liberty. You heard me. You can suck it. I, of course, had a very classy, very demure, very mindful reaction to this. This? He sounds so good. Dude, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna make it through season 3. Nah. Heart full and dreams achieved, it was time to say goodbye to San Diego. As I snuck into an unsuspecting woman's luggage and jetted back to the Rado of Kahlo, the exhaustion of my week's activities finally caught up to me as my eyelids grew heavier and heavier, and I passed into a fitful sleep. What the hell was that?
And so, yeah, I don't know. No, I guess is the question. It should be subjective and aggressively so. Going forward.
I actually, in ADR, like that bit when I'm like, did you hurt yourself? I actually asked to like, can we redo this? Because I sound ridiculous. And like, can we redo it? And Roland, this is the thing with Roland, is like, he's like, no, it's not. This is staying in the show.
But yeah, I love Claudia with all my heart, and she can do no wrong ever.
And there's the moment when you say Akasha and you look at and you doesn't know. I was like, there's all of those things are like as an actor, okay, there's curiosity to play with here, but then also as a spectator, knowing where we're going was like, I was thinking ahead to coming out, this is such a nice little sprinkling for the audience. Like, this is like tingles.
And then you asked me to write 20 pieces of music before ever seeing a script, and then I guess what they are supposed to be. Then you tell me what they could be. Then I write more music.
You have a shit job, man.
But then the other things are more subconscious, like I'm just watching what's happening on screen, and it's making me feel things. It's making me very emotional myself, and so I try to pour what I'm feeling into that music to do justice to what's already happening on screen. Sometimes to highlight, sometimes to just provide a little bed underneath, and most of the time in some kind of dialogue with everyone and everything that you're seeing.
Roland has done such an incredible job of adapting this to time periods that are so magical and that we really haven't seen represented. And so in season 2, we got to kick things off with, Eastern Europe in World War II, which typically we see a lot of Western Europe, but it was great to be able to see another side of the war. And then we launch into post-war Paris, which is just an incredible time period with the energy of rebirth post-war, but also this kind of like, rations were going on for several years after the war. So it's this brightness, it's this energy, but there's also this like anchor from the war that's pulling things down. And so realizing those things was a challenge, but a really exciting one. We were lucky enough to have a few days to actually shoot in Paris, which was magical, and apparently we completely tricked Sam into thinking he was in strange places. But no, it was a real gift.
In the books, it's sort of a bookend. There's one concert. But we don't do things like that on our show, so it's going to be a full tour across the
When you go outside.
Oh
kids.
no.
This is why you should never go outside.